Welcome in Bollywood Wali Bai. Stay tuned by subscribing the channel.
Making this film because I saw it was so prepared and the using of the real life sets and real life incidences and the way the camera was working. I mean, I thought it's a case study that Indian filmmakers also should look into from the point of view of getting the preparations done before you start a film. And I also read that all the three stratas of Sharon, they didn't see each other's films, and if you look at it as one go, it seems as if they learned from each other. So that actually shows the level of preparation which would have gone into it. And only one character, the mother, is there in all the three sets or segment. Rest all are different characters all across.
It's episodic, but it's one film.
One film. And most important is the cost of filmmaking. Moonlight. It was such an example of independent filmmaking, less than $2.5 million the cost, and would have done more than $80 million across worldwide, and also the awards and recognitions and nominations. So this is more interesting for me from producer's point of view, that how the director used the camera, the background score, so light in terms of dialogue and portrayal of the story, that the audience were guessing, audience were also searching for a story within the story, looking themselves as a part of Sharon, and not only just from the African American point of view, but also from individual point of view that we all have went through in our lives as a childhood, how we have changed getting into the adulthood and the adolescence period. So I was really happy with the film, both from audience point of view and from producer's point of view.
Vishal bhai?
Yeah, I'm very happy to hear Manish, because if we get these kind of producers to make, if we can make a Moonlight, I think we are evolved, but we are not that evolved. Our audience is not that evolved to see such a layered and nuanced film. And I think, yeah, it's one of the best film I have ever seen. There are so many layers I can talk about, like the three parts. They are like, one is like the wounding, the next is scarring, the third is healing. You know, it's in that order. The water is the theme. If you see, you know, the sea has a part.
The colors that
the water sound, the way they have used water, and you see, you know, he's training the boy to how to swim.
Yes.
And then they are sitting near the beach.
The beach.
And the waves are coming. And the way he cries, the tear comes out when he's sitting with his mother.
I didn't notice that the tear, but yeah, that's
you
water.
one more thing, you won't see a white person in the in the whole film. The only scene where they come to arrest that that's in the second part, the Chiron. Only that cop who is white. Otherwise, you won't see a white person in the film. So there's so many layers in the film, and it's based on a stage play, and the name of the play is the poetry itself. In Moonlight, the black boys look blue.
Yes, the black boys.
I think this is the name of the play, and it's like a poetry, and it's that kind of poetry or a sad musical piece, you know, which you long for when you want to feel sad and you want to enjoy your sadness. Is that kind of, it heals you. It's like that kind of you know, melancholy which you long to be in for a long time.
Wow, that's a beautiful way actually to put Moonlight. Okay, so we have actors, we have, you know, producers, we have a director. I would like to call on stage someone who's actually the other side of this business, the broadcaster. It's my pleasure to invite on stage Mr. Puneet Mishra, the CEO of Domestic Broadcast Zeal, the man who's actually put all this together, and I would please invite him on stage to join us on this panel. Can I please have a round of applause for him? Mr. Puneet Mishra, the CEO of Domestic Broadcast Zeal. Okay, I don't know how many of you know, but this is actually Puneet's second job, if I'm right. as two. I mean, he was with Hindustan Levers, and like he says, he was selling soaps, and now he's selling soaps. Nothing much has changed. So, nothing much has changed. So, Puneet, let me ask you. I mean, what inspired you to go to the other side and get this content to India? Because this is content that we all like to watch, want to watch, but don't know where to watch.
Look, first of all, may I just thank this esteemed panel here for being here. Thank you so much for gracing the occasion. It's a big day for us. We have been in the business of bringing movies, the English movies, to the Indian audiences. But we believe that we've taken a step which is a pretty significant step in terms of the kind of content that, and the panel was talking about the kind of content that now more and more people are interested in watching. And as I said earlier, when we began the proceedings, we believe that more is more. The more better quality of content is made available, irrespective of platforms, the more the opportunities are there, we believe that there will be viewers who will be interested. Our quest is to seek out large enough segments across all possible viewership genres. And we believe that while there is a huge space for the so-called commercial, the blockbuster English cinema, and we have all loved it, there is equally an opportunity for the nuanced, the layered, the other side as we call it. And as we're not the first guys in terms of the HD genre of movies, so it's not that we are the first ones. We've been watching the market in the last few years. And every time that there has been an entry in the field of, in this kind of a space, the market has grown.
हाय मनीष, आप सबसे जानना चाहूँगा कि जब आप लोग बड़े हो रहे थे स्कूल कॉलेज के दौरान ऐसी कौन सी फिल्में थी जिन्होंने आप लोगों के दिमाग को बहुत प्रभावित किया? कौन सा सिनेमा था जिसे देख कर आप लोग बड़े हुए और कभी सोचा कि फिल्म में कुछ करेंगे?
Like your nuanced cinema growing up.
Yeah. Actually, बचपन में ज़्यादा फिल्में देखने को नहीं मिलता था because theater नहीं जाते थे. I think I was born in that video revolution era. So Sunday शाम को जो फिल्में दिखाते थे वही हम लोग देखते थे. But it was interesting that you saw those big blockbuster films on Sunday evenings on Doordarshan. और फिर Sunday afternoons में they used to show very interesting,
national award-winning films.
National award-winning films from different parts of the country. Or I remember watching Rishikesh Mukherjee films and completely enjoying them, and Gulzar Saab's films and completely enjoying them. For me, if you ask me, those are the films that have stayed with me to date. They were nuanced, but they were accessible. And I think that is invaluable for me. As an actor, I think I don't want to be spoon-fed, but at the same time, I like things to be accessible, not absolutely cerebral. I like things to touch me. So I saw that in Gulzar Saab's films and Rishikesh Mukherjee's films. So that's what, वो याद है मुझे, वो फिल्में जुबानी याद है.
Konkana?
All kinds of films we saw growing up. Not a lot of Hindi films. Amongst the Hindi films, I can only remember Mr. India, which we saw repeatedly, and Masoom and Sagar. These three films I remember. But other than that, we saw a lot of Satyajit Ray, and we saw a lot of world cinema, a lot of European cinema. And we used to see it again and again as kids. Like every day, Jule Jim would play. Every day, I'd be watching bits of it. So there's so much a part of my childhood. And even some other films like some of the better Hollywood films, I would say, like Dead Poets Society or Picnic at Hanging Rock. There's some films like that which come, Man on the Moon, films like that.
Manish, what is your memory of?
There's a long list because I used to watch almost all the films. But the films which really impacted on me and made me think that I also need to make films is actually Ardh Satya, Mirch Masala, Masoom was one of them, Arth. I think these films, I would watch all Smita Patil films, Natharuddin Shah films, Om Puri films, and that actually turned me that this is something when we can see a common face and they can tell great stories. I thought that impacted me much, and that turned me into what I am today in form of films.
Vishal bhai?
You know, in childhood, I watched all Manmohan Desai films. They were like Amar Akbar Anthony and those kind of films.
एक मारा but solid मारा.
तो तो वो उन फिल्मों के ऊपर पले बढ़े. और एक याद है, बचपन में स्कूल से भाग के द ब्लू लगून देखी थी. तो वो देखा यार, द ब्लू लगून का बड़ा वो था.
Impact रहा आपकी जिंदगी.
And I remember, there was a person sitting and he told my father, your son was watching Blue Lagoon. So it was like a sin watching Blue Lagoon. Yeah, but later I think in my adolescent stage, the film which impacted me the most was Saransh and that one song in Saransh, Andhiyara Gehraya, where, he's sitting. It's a beautiful film. And Earth, of course, and Guldar Saab's film. And later, I grew up later because when I watched Kieslowski, and that I saw very late in 1996, when I had already given music for Marches, I happened to see Kieslowski in a film festival. When I watched his Decalogue, and it changed my perspective for cinema forever. That cinema has this kind of language. It can be so deeply penetrating that I didn't know.
So the one thing that comes out from this list of films is that there are certain films which are timeless. They remain with you forever. And that's, I think, the beauty of nuanced cinema, that it remains with you for a really long time.
Yeah, the timelessness is the definition for a... Like I discovered Ray Saab so late, but still it's so relevant. It still feel contemporary. The way he used voiceovers in that time, that we are not able to use even now, that the way he has done it.
Wow. So that's, I think, did that answer your question?
Yeah. विद्या, एक और सवाल है कि CBFC में हाल ही में बहुत बड़ा बदलाव आया, बहुत अप्रिशिएट किया जा रहा है वो बदलाव, और आप भी कमिटी में आ गई हैं, तो मैं जानना चाहूँगा कि इस बदलाव को किस तौर से आप देखती हैं, और क्या वो बात थी जिसके लिए आपने हामी भरी कि आप कमिटी में आए?
मुझे लगा कि अगर मैं इसके लिए हामी ना भरूं, then I'd lose the right to criticize any decision ever taken by the CBFC. तो अगर मुझे ये opportunity मिल रहा था, तो मैंने कहा कि हाँ, मैं ये ज़िम्मा उठाने को तैयार हूँ, और I don't want to say anything about, what our approach is going to be or what our decisions are going to be based on, but यही कहूँगी कि हाल ही में हमारी एक मीटिंग हुई पूरे बोर्ड की, और अच्छा लगा कि हम सब समान सोचने वाले लोग हैं इस बोर्ड पे.
विशाल और कोंकणा, आप लोग इस बदलाव को कैसे देखते हैं?
बहुत अच्छा लग रहा है कि विद्या उसमें है, and person who is a poet is heading CBFC. I hope he remains poetic in his decisions also. So I'm very hopeful because Prasoon is a friend and I really love his work, and it's very hopeful for the filmmakers and the film industry.
Hi Vidya. First of all the best for Tumhari Sulu. And I just want to ask you that you are associated with so many social campaigns. And nowadays, do you think it is the time for people to, they have started watching movies which are based on social taboos, also like Toilet Ek Prem Katha or like Shumangal Savdhan. So do you think that the era has come and also the filmmakers are also making movies on social taboos?
No, I think, the big change is that slowly but surely we are veering towards making and watching films that are very relatable, where the hero is not out of the ordinary. He is or she is an ordinary person who overcomes circumstances in his or her life or a certain conflict and emerges to be extraordinary, because out of the ordinary comes the extraordinary, right? So I think that's the shift, which is why you see even, an actor like Akshay Kumar do a film like Toilet Ek Prem Katha. I haven't seen the film, but I know the story. So I think that's what it is. It's not about wanting to make a film about social issues, but sorry, but it's about wanting to tell our stories that are relevant to us. You know, stories that are rooted in our reality. And I saw Shubh Mangal Savdhan very recently. I enjoyed the film thoroughly. You know, 2 years ago, you couldn't have imagined that there'd be a film about erectile dysfunction. You know, with a fairly popular actor playing the role of a man who suffers from that. You know, and of course it is.
And the way it's been treated.
It's been treated so beautifully, right? So I think it's, let's not look at it, don't personally look at it as issue-based or cause-based. I think it's about relatability.
Also, Vishal ji and Konkana ji, the question is for you is that certainly, recently certain things are being revealed about Bollywood, like the money which is invested in Bollywood films is more of coming from underworld. And this is being revealed.
No, one second. I really want to find out the source of this.
Okay,
He's the brother of
Mr. Dawood Ibrahim.
Can we avoid this question? Because
Mr. Iqbal.
This is not the right platform for it. This is not the right platform.
But they belong to the same fraternity,
but
sir.
it's
That's
not the
why
right
I'm asking
platform.
that
So
take.
I would call it off because this is not the right platform for it. The platform is for the launch of a network and for the launch of nuanced cinema. So can we keep the questions related to cinema, please? And that's a request.
Vidya ji, hi, आपके सामने.
Just 2 more questions, please.
Hi.
Hi. Vidya ji, tagline है Feel the other side में कितना believe करती हैं आप और क्या कहना चाहेंगी?
मतलब हर कहानी के, हर किरदार के, हर शख्स के अलग-अलग पहलू होते हैं. आप as a filmmaker किस पहलू पे रोशनी डाल रहे हैं, you know, ये आप पे निर्भर है. As an audience, आप उसमें क्या देखते हैं, ये आप पे, it's very individual. So I think it's, firstly, congratulations on the launch of Prive. I think it's great because आजकल तो हम लोग ज़्यादातर we are watching films on our, you know, laptops or in our homes. आप लोग थिएटर उतना नहीं जाते unfortunately. सिवाय बड़ी फिल्मों के लिए. पर it's great because हर रोज ये इनका दावा है, इनका प्रॉमिस है कि 100 दिनों तक हर रोज ये एक नई फिल्म दिखाएंगे रोज रात 9 बजे. तो आई थिंक देयर इज अ सर्टेन शेयर. आप भी देखिए, मैं भी देखूंगी रात को और फिर अगले दिन सुबह बात होगी फिल्म के बारे में. सो इट्स अ शेयर एक्सपीरियंस. सो आई रियली वांट टू कंग्रेचुलेट यू. आई लव द आइडिया ऑफ दैट. Coming back to your question, which I've conveniently forgotten now. So sorry.
That he wanted to know primarily what you thought about the tagline. The other
Yeah.
side.
So I think it's wonderful क्योंकि उस तरह की फिल्में जो शायद हमने थिएटर में मिस की हो, या maybe because there weren't too many shows of films like this, उस तरह की फिल्में हमें यहाँ देखने को मिलेंगी. And within the Prive का मतलब private है, in, you know, your own space. So that tagline I think is very evocative of what they're trying to do.
विद्या जी, क्योंकि इंग्लिश फिल्मों की बात हो रही है इसलिए आपसे जानना चाहूँगा. प्रेजेंट टाइम में हम देख रहे हैं कि बहुत हमारे फिल्म इंडस्ट्री के लोग बाहर जा रहे हैं, हॉलीवुड जा रहे हैं और अच्छा कर रहे हैं. तो आप मतलब कोई ऐसा फेवरेट डायरेक्टर है, फेवरेट ऐसा एक्टर है हॉलीवुड का जिनके साथ आप काम करना चाहेंगी, या आपकी ऐसी कोई इच्छा ऐसी?
देखिए, हिंदुस्तान में एक है गुलजार साहब और बाहर एक है वुडी एलन. वो मैं गुलजार साहब से कहती रहती हूँ कि मुझे लेकर प्लीज एक एड फिल्म तो डायरेक्ट कीजिए, मैं एक बार वो अनुभव महसूस करना चाहती हूँ. पर वुडी एलन के साथ मैं अपना सब कुछ, मतलब आर्म लेग जो कहते हैं ना, सब कुछ त्याग देने को तैयार हूँ टू वर्क विथ हिम. क्या पता कब वो मौका मिले ना मिले.
I wish कि जल्दी होगा.
Thank you.
आपकी भी फिल्म यहाँ पर दिखाई जाएगी विद्या जी, तुम्हारी सुल्लू?
ये तो इंग्लिश चैनल है तो नहीं, पर maybe we can strike a special deal.
We can strike a special deal with Z for sure.
Hi, this is Bhavna from
Thank you.
Hi, विद्या भावना फ्रॉम जी न्यूज़. हाय एवरीवन. आई नो आप सब लोग बहुत बिजी हैं. मैं जानना चाहती हूँ कि हम बदलाव की बात कर रहे हैं फिल्मों में. हाल फिलहाल में कौन सी ऐसी बॉलीवुड फिल्म है जो आप लोगों ने देखी है और आपको बेहद पसंद आई है?
मैंने तो बता दिया, शुभ मंगल सावधान
कोंकणा?
मुझे बहुत अच्छी लगी.
I saw Death in the Gunj and I loved it. That's a film that I think was beautiful. In every sense of the word, it had wonderful actors, it had a wonderful story, and it was nuanced, and it really touched you. So yeah, that was one film that I saw. Vishal bhai, that's the film you wanted to talk about also? Death in the Gunj?
No. I'm thinking while you guys say. Recent what?
I think I love Dangal. I really loved Dangal. It was very well written and beautifully done film. And performances, that little girl, from Kashmir. I mean, she's so edible, you can eat her.
Manish?
For me, of course, Newton is one I have loved because I have made it and we are going to release this week. But Dangal, of course, was in my mind also when Vishalji said, I love that film. I think a lot of hard work has gone into it and a lot of layers are there. It's recently film which I have loved to see.
I haven't seen Dangal, but I really liked Kapoor and Sons last year.
Another film which was nuanced. It was layered and it had so many things, going for it. So on that note, I would like to say thank you very much to everybody. Kubra?
Sir, one last question.
Okay, one last question.
Okay. My question is to Vidya, Konkana, Vishal ji. Over the years, हमने देखा है कि एक स्टार ड्रिवन फिल्म जो होती है लोग उसको जाते हैं देखने के लिए, बीट शाहरुख खान फिल्म, सलमान खान फिल्म, बट ऑफ लेट एक ट्रेंड, एक कह सकते हैं ऑडियंस जो है वो कंटेंट देखने जाती है. हैरी मेट सेजल, पीपल डिडंट लाइक इट. ट्यूबलाइट, पीपल डिडंट लाइक इट. इट डिडंट डू वेल एट बॉक्स ऑफिस. वहीं एक जो फिल्म है शुभ मंगल सावधान और बरेली की बर्फी, they have done well, people have liked it. So can we say now people go for content and not for the stars?
Actually, Manish should answer this. I think I don't want to comment about any particular film, but if a film is good, it doesn't matter if there are big stars or there are no known stars. A good film always manages to connect. I don't know whether I should say good or honest, but there's something about a film that when a film connects with people, it does well, and that's irrespective of who's in the film or who's made it.
Konkana, you want to add something to it? Manish, you want to add something to it?
I have a simple answer for that. Yes, content is important. It becomes very relevant nowadays. But content added with star has great value. So definitely.
And Dangal is a prime example of that.
Dangal is a prime example.
Dangal is a prime example of great content with a big star.
Yeah.
It just crossed everywhere.
So Indian film viewers actually love content. That's for sure. They have been educated enough. And if it is iced with great star value, it will be the best. Like Dangal is an example, I think. That's the reality.
Thank you very much, Kubra. Thank you very much for a lovely evening. And
thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, please don't be shy. I mean, this is certainly not the moment. Please do put your hands together and let's hear a loud round of applause if you loved every moment that you witnessed, felt, and submerged yourself into. Mr. Mishra, you're on stage, and I'm going to request you to kindly hand over token of appreciations to our valuable panelists and, of course, our supernova moderator. He's so wonderful, isn't he? He just went like, do not ask that question. All right, lovely. Could we please have the token of appreciation? Ms. Vidya Balan, please. Ladies and gentlemen. Isn't that cool? It's got this lovely gun. But it doesn't come out of the frame. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's present this lovely moment, make it memorable to Konkana Sen Sharma. Thank you, Manish. Thank you very, very much. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Vishal Bhardwaj. And of course, our moderator, Mrs. Samar Khan. Yay! And ladies and gentlemen, with this, I'm going to request you all to kindly step forward for the media who would love to make the most of this moment. They've been waiting for a long, long time. More importantly, they've traveled from far and beyond and battled the rain and made sure that they're here. Everybody, let's see a big smile. Please join them, Mr. Misra. All right, do you want to do this together for the left, for the center, and the right? Okay, let's do this together. Everybody on stage, please pose. The right is difficult. All right, to the left. All okay? To the center, please. Not the extreme right. They don't have cameras. They don't care. All right, and this, and thank you. All right, but then there is this one moment that the team would like, and Sam, I'm going to request you to do that. They want you to take a selfie. Are you good with this? All right, so please, yeah. Please give us your selfie face, everybody. 1 second, I'm going to ask Mr. Misra to join us for this. Mr. Misra, where are you, sir? Come on, you need to be in a selfie, man. All young people are in a selfie. Thank you, everybody. Ladies and gentlemen, please do put your hands together for our absolutely brilliant, elemental best. Okay, Vidya ma'am, I think they want some solo pictures. All right, and while you indulge yourself and make the most of your shutterbugs, ladies and gentlemen, this is the moment where we're going to say a huge thank you to our channel partners, Fiamma and Vaseline, our DTH partners, Dish TV, Tata Sky, Airtel, and Sun Direct. And thank you, everybody from the press. Thank you, everybody, for all our members of media and press for joining us here this evening. And ladies and gentlemen, most of you never raised your hands and said that you've tried single malt. We've got single malt outside. So we request you to join us at the marquee, and that will truly take you to the other side. Thank you, everybody. My name is Kubra Said. It was amazing to be a part of this beautiful, iconic event. Thank you, everybody. Enjoy the rest of the evening. And, of course, enjoy and Prive. Good night.
Thank you for watching the video. Please subscribe the channel. And don't forget to like, share and comment.